Deep in the warm, tropical forests, a tiny insect glimmers like a treasure under the sunlight. This isn't just any bug, it's the jewel wasp. As beautiful as a gem and as clever as a scientist, the jewel wasp has a secret mission that sounds like something from a sci-fi movie. This little creature has a unique way to make sure its babies have the best start in life. And it all begins with a cockroach. The jewel wasp is no ordinary insect. Her shiny, metallic green and blue body gleams like jewelry, making her look magical. But don't let her sparkle fool you. She's a fierce hunter. Jewel wasps are small, barely the size of your fingernail, but they have a big job to do. Find the perfect home for their eggs. And by home, we mean a living cockroach. Why a cockroach, you ask? It's because cockroaches are the perfect food for baby jewel wasps. But it's not as simple as catching one and serving it up. Oh no, the jewel wasp has a much more incredible plan. When the jewel wasp finds a cockroach, she knows exactly what to do. With lightning speed, she zips over and delivers her first sting. Zap! This sting paralyzes the cockroach's front legs, stopping it from running away. But the jewel wasp isn't done yet. Next, she takes aim at a very special spot in the cockroach's brain. Using her sharp stinger, the wasp injects venom into the roach's escape center, the part of the brain that tells it to run when it's in danger. The venom works like magic. It doesn't kill the cockroach, but it turns it into a zombie. The cockroach can still move, but it no longer tries to run away. Instead, it becomes calm and slow, as if under the jewel wasp's spell. Scientists call this a behavioral modification. Now that the cockroach is zombified, the jewel wasp has another job, leading it to her burrow. But how does she get a big cockroach to follow her when she's so small? She uses her antennae to grab onto the cockroach's antennae, just like a leash. Step by step, the jewel wasp guides the roach back to her cozy underground burrow. The cockroach doesn't fight or resist. It simply follows along, like a robot under her control. When they reach the burrow, the jewel wasp sets the roach inside. It's like tucking in a guest, except this guest is about to become a meal for her babies. Now comes the most important part. The jewel wasp lays a single, tiny egg on the cockroach's belly. She carefully checks that everything is perfect before sealing the burrow shut with dirt. The cockroach stays inside, alive but completely helpless. Why does the jewel wasp leave the cockroach alive? Here's the genius part. The jewel wasp's larvae, the baby wasps, need fresh food to grow strong and healthy. If the cockroach were dead, it would spoil quickly. But because it's alive, it stays fresh, like nature's refrigerator. After a few days, the jewel wasp's egg hatches. Out comes a tiny larva, looking like a wiggly little worm. The larva is hungry and wastes no time. It bites into the cockroach and begins eating. But it's very smart. It only eats the cockroach's non-essential parts at first, keeping it alive for as long as possible. The larva grows and grows, munching away until it's big enough to turn into a pupa, a stage where it transforms into an adult wasp. Finally, the baby jewel wasp emerges from the burrow, fully grown and sparkling just like its mother. And the cockroach? Well, its job is done. It's no longer needed, and the baby jewel wasp flies off to continue the amazing cycle of life. The jewel wasp may be small, but it's one of nature's most fascinating creatures. With her clever plan and shiny beauty, she reminds us that the animal kingdom is full of surprises.
Dylan's Play Show.